Hi there, I'm Dr. Stephen Phelan. Thank you for joining me on this video today. I just wanted to send out this quick little video to my email list because I wanted to let you know that there are only 2 places remaining for my occlusion skills development workshop next September 16th and 17th. And I wanted to let you know a couple of the things that we're doing in this workshop because I think it's a very valuable learning experience for dentists. And again, there's only 2 places left, and you need to register by Monday, August 15th to be included in this workshop because we're hosting a private webinar to go through some of the teaching material next Wednesday night. And we have to set you up so you're enrolled in the webinar and able to learn the different materials that we're teaching in the webinar before the workshop. Because with the workshop, I want to be able to include a lot of valuable content for my attendees, and we're stretching it out over 2 really long days, but I also wanted to have another lecture that we include in the workshop, so I'm doing the webinar. And basically there's 4 areas that are involved in the workshop, and there's a really great bonus that I've added today that I'm going to show you at the end of this video that the people attending the workshop don't even realize they're going to be getting. So this video will tell you about this bonus, and you need to see this because it's going to be fantastic. And I'm going to include the bonus if you're wondering and you happen to watch this video and you went to the last workshop in February, you're also going to be included in this bonus. So don't worry about that. You'll receive an email about this by the end of next week. And you know, the workshop is something that I really enjoyed doing last February, but you know, it's hard to do because I'm doing it right here in my dental practice, and it's a little disruptive. You know, we have to kind of close down the practice early on Thursday, only work for a couple of hours, and then get the practice ready for a workshop that's going to be held the next day. And I'm going to have the workshop, as I said, in September 16th and 17th, and then I'm not going to have another one for a couple of years. I've decided not to have actually any lectures or workshops next year in 2012. I'm going to focus on some online continuing education projects that I'm working on, but I'm not going to be doing any more live events. In 2012 at least. I'm not sure about 2013. I guess it depends on how the online continuing education program that I'm going to do works. I probably will do a live event in 2013. I enjoy doing them. I just wanted to change my focus for next year. But the workshop includes 5 areas. And the first area is the private webinar, which will be next Wednesday night, August 17th. So again, you need to register for this workshop by the 15th so that we can set you up for the webinar. We're also going to include some lectures. And the lectures are a small group format. So, you know, in a small group, when you're conducting a talk about teaching some specific material, the participants are contributing to the conversation a lot more than a big lecture with 100 people in the room. Because you can ask questions, we can kind of go into a conversation mode as opposed to me just standing there and lecturing. So the topics we're going to talk about are risk assessment for complex cases, functional analysis and diagnostic records. So I'm going to go through exactly what I do for diagnostic records for a patient. And then we're going to go through exactly what we do for mounting models. And then we're going to go through a whole seminar or lecture on complex cases. So I'm going to walk you through a lot of the details that I use to treat full mouth rehabilitation cases, because that's what people want to know. That's what our surveys of the participants coming to the workshop want to know, how to treat a full arch, full mouth case. And I'm going to go through in a lot of detail. And again, in a small group format, you can ask all the questions you want, and we can really drill down to specifics and really make sure that you get the material, because it's just a small group. It's much better than having 100 people in the room. You know, there's only going to be a dozen people. It's much better. And then the other area about the workshop, we're going to give you a handout that's extremely detailed. If you look at the handout here, this is the handout that I gave at the last occlusion workshop. And if you look here, we've got all the forms that we use in practice. The first section is going to be for the functional analysis. And we go through in a lot of detail what I'm doing in a functional analysis. And if you look at this handout and you've been to one of my other lectures, this is a little different handout It's a little different than what I've given out before. It's the actual keynote of my presentation. So I can't really do this in a seminar, because typically my 2-day seminar has about 1,300 slides, but the workshop really just has 3 lectures. And so I was able to condense the keynote down into basically what you see here are 6 slides per page, and each slide from my keynote is in this handout. So this will be a great reference tool for you. The first section is the Diagnostic Records. So you can see exactly my handout or my presentation from the Diagnostic Records. The second section is mounting and evaluating models. So you'll have a full keynote on mounting models that you can share with your assistant or your team members. And then the third handout is full mouth and complex cases. You're going to see my exact keynote here on paper that you can take home and look at and reference for the rest of your practice lives on how to do complex full mouth cases. You know, we've got everything in here. It's very comprehensive. And so that is one of the big features about this workshop. You're going to get my keynote and printed out for you in a handout in a big binder. Then the next feature, I'm actually going to share with you live demonstrations on how to do these techniques. So I'm going to demonstrate a functional analysis live in this chair for a patient. We're going to walk you through the exact steps for a functional analysis. Everybody's going to be standing here and able to watch. And I'm going to be videotaping either in a large camera like what I'm using to film this video or with my microscope. And then I save that video, and the video is part of the bonus that you'll receive. The next thing that I'm going to demonstrate is a photo series. I didn't do this the last time because I wasn't sure how much time we would have, but I've decided that I'm sure we have enough time, and I'm going to demonstrate the actual photo series live, photographing a patient. So you'll see exactly how I move, how my assistant moves, what we get the patient to do, how we seat the patient. Everything about digital photography will be shown to you in this demonstration. And then when we go back for the lecture, I'm going to show you how I edit the images. We'll walk through each image and edit them really quickly on screen. And you'll see how easy it is to edit images if you follow a system. You have to follow a specific system. And then the next area is the hands-on portion of the workshop. Everybody's going to watch my demonstration. Oh, I forgot. One other demonstration we're going to do. I'm actually going to demonstrate an equilibration on a patient. So I'm going to take in a patient and do an equilibration live for everybody to see. And a lot of the equilibration will be filmed in the microscope. So you can see it projected on the 2 50-inch plasma TVs I have here in the office. I have one right over there in the operatory and one in the consult room right over there. And one's 55-inch and one's 50-inch. And the way we have the whole system set up, this feeds into those TVs so you can see exactly what I'm doing in a lot of detail. And the other cameras also feed into the TVs, so we can switch them depending on what I'm doing. So that really adds to a lot of the video demonstration of what I'm doing. And everybody's standing around watching, but you can also look on the TV for more detail. And then the other area is hands-on actual training that you'll get to do on each other. So we're going to pair up into groups, and everybody's going to practice doing a functional analysis on each other. All the dentists are going to do functional analysis on each other while I help, while my assistants help, because my assistants really have a good idea of what we're doing here in my practice. And then everybody's going to practice doing bite records, face bow. We're going to make sure you know exactly how to do these essential techniques for your practice, because doing big cases, which is what everybody wants to do who comes to the workshop, needs some foundational techniques to take the records to start you off. And then we're going to actually do a mounting models demonstration. I'm going to demonstrate my functional analysis records, how I mount the case, and then you're going to mount your own cases on the articulators, the SAM3 articulators. We'll have one for everybody, which Great Lakes Orthodontics will supply as demos. And then everybody's going to practice mounting their cases. Now, if you have your own articulator system that you prefer, you can bring that and practice on your own articulator if you'd prefer that. But if you'd want to try out the SAM3 articulator, we will have a SAM3 articulator for each participant. And then we're going to verify and check that your mountings are correct. And I'll show you exactly how we do this. And you're going to know whether or not you were able to replicate what you found in the mouth on the articulator. And you'll know why you didn't if you had problems. Because I'll tell you, I learned how to do this so many years ago. You kind of take it for granted. And when we did the first workshop, I saw all the different struggles that people have. And we tried to focus on how to let them know that it's okay to struggle, but here are the things that we need to do to get the records exactly correct. And I think it really benefited a lot of people. And then the next area that I really enjoyed was the treatment planning workshop. So I asked each participant to bring 1 to 2 cases from their practice, and we would look at these cases and do risk assessment and treatment planning on each case. And having a group treatment planning exercise like that is very valuable. You sometimes learn more than you would learn in even the lecture. So that was the 5th area of the workshop. So there's a lot involved. We had a group dinner on the Friday night, which was a lot of fun. Everybody had a couple of drinks and a really good meal. And then as a bonus, which we didn't even let anybody know about until now, I'm actually going to give you access to my membership site that I've created for the interdisciplinary aesthetics seminar that I'm holding at the end of September. But what I've done is I've created a special section for workshop participants. Whether you were the workshop participant in February or you're the workshop participant in September, you'll get access to this. And you'll get access to this for about a month after I've uploaded all the rest of the videos. And what I've done in this section, if you look here, I've actually uploaded videos from the last Occlusion Skills Development Workshop. So I've uploaded the actual video for the workshop functional analysis demonstration. So you'll get to watch this and review what I did last time if you were at the last workshop. If you're at the current workshop, if you sign up for this new workshop, you get to watch what I did at the last workshop. And then I also have a specific video for Lucia jig fabrication and byte records, a specific video for Koi's deprogrammer insertion and byte records. And I haven't uploaded these yet because they're so extensive and I want to edit and look at them a little bit more in the next week. But I have the video of the equilibration that I did on the patient live at the last workshop, and it's filmed in the microscope in great detail. And so I'm going to upload that and you'll be able to watch that. And then after the next workshop, I'm going to upload these videos again, and all the participants will have access to the previous workshop videos and the current workshop videos. You'll also get access to the entire membership site that I've made available for people who are registered for the seminar in Niagara Falls. So you'll get that membership site plus a specific area only for workshop participants. And the people from the Niagara seminar will not be able to access the content for the workshop participants. I'm sorry, it's because the workshop participants are specifically trained on how to do these things, and they get to access the videos as a review so that they can really drill down and learn that material really well. So if you look here on the membership site, here's one of the videos. The masseter is the more common one for people to have tension or pain in the masseter, and we just usually palpate along here. And I'll ask them to just close your teeth together lightly, and then clench. And then you could really feel the masseter muscle size. And she actually has pretty developed masseter size, so that's good. So you might clench a little bit at night. And then that's a 45-minute video just on the functional analysis demonstration. The equilibration videos will be about an hour. And then we'll add the next, as I said, the next workshop's videos will be added as well. So, that's an added bonus for the Occlusion Skills Development Workshop that I think is really worth registering for the workshop just to be able to access this material as well. So I hope this video clarifies what I'm including in this workshop. And again, there's only 2 spots left, so click on the button below and register for the workshop. And hopefully if you're interested, you don't wait too long and you don't get shut out and not able to register, because I would like to have a full participant list or a full group. And I think it's going to be a really valuable learning experience for everyone, and it's not going to be repeated until, I don't know, maybe 2013, maybe not even 2013. I'm not sure if I'll do it again then, but at least now you have the opportunity to take this on September 16th and 17th. So thanks for watching the video, and we'll talk to you soon.